Hey guys, it's time we take a moment to talk. It was just announced that the Wii U and 3DS eShop will be shutting down next year. Let's take a moment of silence. Let's take a moment of silence for the Wii U and 3DS eShop. I now humbly request someone put some eShop music in the stream. And now we can play music. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Tonight's gonna be, oh the frick, the bathroom's door open, the devil's gonna get out. Whew, that was a close one. That was a close one.
Mind voicing a stand-up actor's Kevin?
Dismond, thank you for the frickin' 23 months. Silence over mind voice acting a stand-up act as Kevin. Okay. Oh, okay. Did you see the Wii Sports? I saw the Switch Sports playtest. I got the playtest. I think there might be an NDA. I need to read over that. I need to actually read over that. Oh frick! I forgot to ping Discord. Oh my gosh! This is what happens when I try to start with a solemn moment. I keep forgetting what to do. Live building old Windows PC. Haha. Haha. Okay. Now we're good to go. Hello everyone. Turn down the music. I am on the floor today. We are on the floor today because I have something. Oh, I forgot to bring like an iPad so I could read chat. What am I doing? I've ruined everything. Hold up, I got this. Well, here, I got a way to freak you all out. Here, 1 second. While I bring up chat, remember, the 3DS eShop is 11 years old. And that's a fact. Now you all can freak out for a little bit while I figure this out. There we go. Perfect, I think. No, let me pull it up on like. Actually, I'm gonna go grab the iPad. The 3DS eShop is going to close down the same amount of time, like 12 years, the same amount of time as the Wii shop channel. I'll be right back. Alright, Matt. I'm gonna turn up the mic. I need to find out what to buy on the freaking Wii U eShop because I freaking do I want Rhythm Heaven? Do I want Rhythm Heaven on the freaking Wii U eShop? I don't freaking know. Okay. Safari. Okay, hold up. We're almost there. The stream's almost ready to start. I just have to type in twitch.tv, not Japanese. No, why is it going to, what's, huh? /Beta64 /chat. There we go. Okay, folks. Now the stream can finally start. Welcome to the stream. My name is Beta64, otherwise known as the guy who makes the videos on the Twitch. Hello from the floor. Look, I can read you all. Charles, Kev, Z-Storm, Mr. Meatball. Good to see you all. If I were to join the Discord, will you own my soul? That is that was supposed to be a hidden clause in the contract? That's fine. You need to play meme. Here, I'll give you a meme. I'll make my own meme. And then you can just put whatever text you want to on the thing, on the disc. There you go. what I have for you today is a very, very fun night. I got a present in the mail that I think would be a really fun thing we could do on the stream today. We're going to be building building is kind of relative. We're going to be creating a Windows 3.1 DOS 6.22 computer. That is what we're going to be doing. And I have a setup now. I got a freaking setup now. It's gonna be good. Watch this. Here we go. Just give me 1 second here real quick. Just 1 second. I swear it's fine. Oh. Look at the hole in my freaking sock. Why do I get holes in my socks? Like, it just happens, like, all the time, and I don't understand it. It's like, what is causing this? Look at this. I have a freaking stand. I got a freaking stand now. Watch this. So out of focus. Please tell me this could get in focus. Am I like stretched, or am I just that wide? I gotta check to make sure this is. Give me 1 second. I swear I was prepared. Okay. Configure video. Okay, it says autofocus is on. Okay, now it's working. I don't know why it wasn't working before. Resolution. We're gonna do. Make sure it's 1080p. Oh, that's so much better. What the frick happened? I don't know what the frick was wrong with the settings before, but look at this now. Look at this. Look how much crisper this looks. Oh, there it goes. What? Oh, there's like stains on the freaking lens from where I just went like, and it's just like stains on the lens. Anyway, y'all thought this was a stupid purchase. You thought, oh, Andrew, wait, what'd you buy the freaking pedal for? Watch this. Now I can control things. I look like a freak. Okay. So, hi Hexen, good to see you. Glacial, good to see you. So, today we are going to be working on this. Cord's not very long. We're gonna be working on this old thing. This crap is a Packard Bell multimedia thingy. Why don't you get a safety knife? Hexen, I don't like talking about the time that you cut yourself on stream when you were trying to build a computer. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. You broke Twitch terms of service. Yeah. So why don't I just boot this up for you? Here. You're gonna like this sound if you could hear it. I don't even know if you'll be able to hear it, but let's boot it up, shall we? Let's boot it up, and I can get like the camera. Yeah, get the camera focus on that. I don't think you can hear any of that. Do you hear that? It beeped. I got it. It's the floor PC. So I have it hooked directly. So this is what we're doing today, guys. We are going to be upgrading the sound card on the system. This currently has a pretty crappy default Packard Bell sound card. It works, but you're gonna see I have a direct audio in, like right around there. I have a direct audio in from the current sound card, and I'm gonna let you listen to it. Hopefully it won't blow out your eardrums. I have Doom installed on this, so let's just hope this thing doesn't explode any ears. Please don't. Come on. I could just check. I could just check. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad, right? That's pretty good. Okay, I messed up the settings. Hold up. I messed up the settings. I broke it. It's fine. Listen to the good music. Look, there it is. That's the Doom soundtrack. You remember this? I think I just set up the wrong. Okay, sound effects, SoundBLASTER. That's the right port. I'm pretty sure it's 5, right? I think that's right. Let's see now. Let's see now. No, that's not what I meant to do. I'm sorry. Okay. So there's supposed to be sound effects. We're just. I got this. I got this. I got this. You might be wondering, Andrew, why are you doing this on the floor? It's because it does not show on my capture card. What the crap? Oh, it looks awful. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna figure out what's going on with the sound. I think I might just have the wrong thing in here. For sound A4, I think it's A4 config. Okay, let's see what this is. So IRQ 5, yeah, this should work. I don't. Ain't that nice? You can't freaking see because it's so bright. Can I turn on like the brightness? The brightness is all the way down. I don't know how that's even possible. What did you say about the Wii Sports eShop? The eShop's dying. Buy everything. Okay. So I don't know why we're not hearing sound, but I guess it doesn't like matter. It doesn't like matter if we can hear sound, right? Let's see if we can hear sound in well, does it matter? What kind of carpet is that? I don't know. Apartment carpet, I guess. If you, just to let you know, if you do eventually hear the sound, it will kill you. That's just normal though. IRQ 7 maybe? No. I have no idea what could have possibly happened. It's at 3 right now. I have no idea. Maybe if I disable this and re-enable it? I haven't booted up this system since it worked. Why are there demons in my house after you boot up the PC? That's normal. You. Space? There we go. Now, how about I disable it, and then I re-enable it? Maybe it'll work. Check for well, here's the thing. It doesn't matter if I get this working, because I'm just removing it anyway. And valid port. Yeah, I know. That one does work? Oh my gosh. I don't remember what I had it set. I gotta freaking open up the system real quick. I have to open up the whole freaking system. IRQ set that to 7. Set to 9. Yeah, this is an Apple PC. Here, I'm just gonna boot up Windows and see if I can hear anything. I'm gonna see if this... Oh, I got so scared. I thought that was the boot up sound. I was like, what? That cannot be the boot up sound. Okay. Well, I'm gonna turn down the brightness of the camera real quick. Wait. It's fine. I wanted to show you that it didn't sound good. That's the thing, it's like, do I want to go to the trouble of getting this to work when it sounds awful? Like, is that what I want to do? Is that really what Andrew wants to do right now? Why don't I just like, I don't know, put the friggin' no, just fix it. I don't want to spend an hour figuring this crap out just to be like, oh, see, it sucks. There you go. Now you can see it a little bit better. Ain't that something? Ain't that freaking something? progress, but I'm just gonna reboot. I'm gonna grab a screwdriver real quick and open this freaking system up. God dang it! God dang it, Bobby! All right, I officially have screwdrivers. Let's open this crap up. What do you say? This is why you don't put the PC on the floor. This is where it belongs. What if it just works now? Okay, it might just work. Let's just see. If it works, if it just works. If it just works. Like it just what port was this? It was port 330. Q was port 11. I have a picture. I'm gonna grab my phone real quick. How are y'all doing? I have so many stories to tell you, okay? I have so many freaking stories to tell you. It's like, I had the week of a lifetime. It felt like a million things happened all at once. Run the restore disk. Well, here's the thing. I took a picture of the settings. And I know for a fact the hardware didn't change, because I haven't opened it up. So I just need to find the picture I took real quick. There we go, there's the picture. Okay, I had it set IRQ to 9. And then I had it set to 2513. That is the weirdest thing. What if I'm just wait! I forgot I have it plugged into the wrong port. It's been working the whole time. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. I forgot there's 2 freaking line out ports on this thing and only one has SoundBLASTER. I'm so freaking upset. Let's audio out. Yeah. I'm so freaking upset. I forgot there's 2 ports on the back. I'm so upset. Okay. Now get ready. Now get ready. There it is. That's my favorite sound. That's the whole sound bite. All right, we got it. Now are you ready to hear how crappy this thing sounds? That's the whole thing. CD dooms. Let's run the doom. Okay. This. Now you can really hear how good it sounds. Hear that high pitched squeal? Hear that? That good high pitched squeal? That's. Ow! 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 Is that better? Okay, that's better. Okay, so problem number 1 with this sound card, okay? The default one. This is, I cannot change this. For some reason, the mixer, I cannot change it. I've tried so many ways. When it's running DOS games, this is the volume of the music, and this is the volume of the sound effects. I can't change it. I can't, I've tried so many, I've looked on forums. Some people had a fix, it didn't work for me. I have no idea why. Oh my god. So, that is the problem. And I have a second problem for you that will only be apparent once we boot into Windows. I'm gonna play you the Daytona USA soundtrack. I'm gonna play that. Oh, that's good. My ear actually hurts. I know. I'm so sorry. So, just gonna. Why is my CD drive not getting power? Why is my. Why is my CD drive not getting power? Why is my D drive? Huh? Okay, we're rebooting. We're rebooting. I don't know what broke it. That should work perfectly. Welcome to Old PCs. Welcome. I hope you're excited for the next 2 hours where nothing works. Hey, Panome, thank you for the 26-month resub. Thank you so much. I gotta freaking take a sip ski. I gotta take a sip ski. Pirate disc bootleg. Where was I gonna get this? Where was I going to get Daytona USA on the Windows 98? Look how fancy that is. Look at those lasers. Look at those. Okay, according to this, it says CD-ROM device driver not installed. Device driver not found. No valid CD-ROM driver detected. That's not good. That's not good. That would be bad. Luckily, I have the drivers right here. Shall we take a look-see? Welcome. Welcome. Hi, my name is Andrew from Beta64. Would you like to look at my floppy disk collection? Here we have Boot Manager. The ALS 120 drivers for the sound card in there. USB drivers plus CD-ROM driver. That's what we're going to be using. And these are DOS, what we're going to be using. DOS 6.22 installers. We have Windows, all the rest of these are Windows 3.1. All of them. Rip eShop. I understand, but I'm sad. So let's just stick it in, shall we? The floppy disk drive is broken. What? 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 All right, we're gonna wipe the whole computer. Let's just wipe the whole computer, shall we? What do you say we the computer real quick? What do you say? Let's do this together. So let's see what's inside. Let's see what Papa's got. Yeah. I swear, this stream is probably one of my best ones yet. I decided to do this on a Tuesday just in case like everything broke. And I think I made the right choice. I think I made the right call. The Packer Bell can take a floppy disk drive from 2006 and recognize it, but Windows and DOS can't. It makes sense. I don't know why this one's not working. I know I need the colon, but it's not like it should. It says not ready reading failed. Wait. That worked. You can tell I'm not really, oh, that's gross! You can tell I'm not really super knowledgeable about this stuff. This isn't a tutorial. I think I need to make this very clear. This is not a tutorial. This is not
no better
a
time
tutorial.
to build a PC than my sub-anniversary. Flushed.
Thank you, Wood. Alpha Cat, what is happening? We're building a PC. This is not a tutorial. I repeat, this is not a tutorial. This is Andrew from Beta64 attempting to install a sound card. Should I do not try this at home. Do not try this at home. Okay, so I need to install, I'm gonna just install the CD-ROM drivers again, but I feel like that's not a good idea. But I was gonna wipe this whole thing anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, it says that, I guess a wire came undone. I think a wire must have come undone because it says it can't find it connected. Let's head back over here, shall we? Shall we? This is great advice. Oh, yeah. Be sure to really, yeah, like the best thing you can do is leave the screw halfway across the room. Now, something. So here's a little tip from Andrew. Okay, this one's a little tip from me. What you want to do is, hi, my name is Andrew from the Beta64, and today we're going to be building a PC. The first thing you want to do, okay, when building your PC, take these screws, these little tiny screws right here, and throw them across the room. It's best to do this when you have carpet, so that way you'll never ever be able to tell where they are. Particularly carpet that's the same color of the screw, that's usually the best option. Okay, let's take out the rest of the screws while we're here. Let's just dig it out. I don't know what song this game is from. I don't know what game this song is from, but it feels like it fits. So, while I open this up, let me tell you a few stories here. Let me tell you. Can you hear me if I talk like this, like a little bit quieter, like this? Can you hear me? Okay. No. Yes. Yeah. Ah, sweet. Okay. So let me tell you some stories here. Nooks and I went to the old spaghetti factory. Let me shut off the computer so I don't explode. So Nooks and I went to the old spaghetti factory, okay? The old spaghetti factory is known for being absolutely incredible. Fantastic food, good eats. We had a gift card and a coupon. An absolutely fantastic combo. I guess I could just leave it open. Here we go. This is the sound card. This is also the sound card. This is the motherboard. This is the disk drive. I don't know why it's not working because I'm plugged in. I don't see any problem with my plug. Is it not getting power? Maybe it's not getting power. Just Floppy disk drive's working, okay. It's weird. A gift card and a coupon, okay? It was a good time. Except something happened when we were getting to the end of it. I'm just gonna turn it on and just see. Maybe it's like something to do with the Cd-Rom connection. That'd be weird. I'm just gonna unplug everything and replug it. It was an incident. This is referred to by members of the community as the incident of the old spaghetti factory. So they have an app, okay? Actually, you need to see me. You don't need to see the computer. Why would you need to see the computer? I'm telling a story about the old spaghetti factory, okay? I need to remember to look at the camera so I don't look like this the whole time. So. Oh, yeah. Take that out. So. We're at the old spaghetti factory. We've eaten a yummy, delicious meal at the old spaghetti factory. And it was time to use the coupon. Coupon is for free Sicilian cheese bread. Free Sicilian cheese bread. Free Sicilian cheese bread. Let me just say, let me just tell you, that Sicilian cheese bread was something else. Okay, it's working now. I just had to unplug and replug it. I have no idea why. It's working now. Okay. I'm glad I didn't reinstall it. That would have caused way too many issues. So, the app is where the coupon is, right? And they have this thing in the app. Wait, yes, this will be on the test, by the way. This will be on the test. What happened when I downloaded the app for the old spaghetti factory? So, this app has a coupon timer kind of thing. So basically what you do is once you're in the restaurant, you press redeem, okay? And after you redeem it, this conversation is more important, whatever the crap's going back there. When you redeem the coupon, it says you have 2 hours to use it, and then it gives you a QR code and then a code, right? Well, it's kind of weird to give you a QR code because it's like at one of those sit-down kind of restaurants, and they have a waiter or waitress, and they come up to you and they're like, hey, kind of thing. So it's kind of weird to have a QR code because it's not like they're carrying around a gun. So, hey, I like you. It's remote. Welcome. Good to see you. So, the thing is the person was also confused because the app had just released. It is an exact duplicate of the Fazoli's app, in case you were wondering. And he goes and gets someone who's like the person over the spaghetti tech industry. I don't know. So, here's where it starts getting freaky. I show the code, and he tells me that I can't use it for 4 hours. And I'm confused. And he goes, the timer below the coupon, you know, the one that says expires in 2 hours? Yeah, that means it's not valid until 2 hours. No, actually he said it was not valid until 4 hours. And I said, but doesn't it say like expires in 2 hours? And he's like, no, yeah, but that means that's when it's usable. And I'm like, no, that doesn't sound right. I just redeemed it. Like, I literally just redeemed it. It's like, yeah, so what you do is you redeem it in the app, and then you have to wait 4 hours before you can use it. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Like, I can't eat an entire meal, so I need to wait here for 4 hours after I redeem it? He's like, yeah. Okay, well, here's the problem. The guy goes to input the code, but he refuses to input the code. He wants my phone number. So he inputs my phone number as the code. And it doesn't work. And he comes back and says, yeah, no, it won't work for another 4 hours. I tried it. And I say to him, like, hey, I like use this app. It's an exact duplicate of the Fazoli's app. I know that this is not what that means. And I was like, I don't want to say that you're wrong, but you're wrong. I didn't say that last part though. So I'm very confused, and I'm like, I really don't think that's how it works. And he looks me dead in the eye, just like this, and he says, I promise you, you have to wait 4 hours to use this code. That was exactly the way he did it. Well, I said try again. But this time, instead of showing him the QR code with the code on top, I showed him the email that was sent to me. Because in the email, it doesn't give you a countdown timer. Even though it's the exact same code, right? Well, he goes and he takes the email and he puts in the code and it works perfectly. And he comes back to me and says, yeah, I guess the code in the email was different. And then leaves. It was the exact same code. The exact same code. Then the waiter came back and apologized for him. It was the wackiest thing I have ever... But the funny thing is, this isn't the only time it's happened. This has happened before. At Fazoli's! I went up to the Fazoli's and like, oh, sorry, you can't use this for 4 hours. It's like, what does that even mean? What do you mean I have to redeem this to use in 4 hours? That doesn't make any sense. Like, that just doesn't... what I don't understand is that doesn't make sense logically. Like, that doesn't make sense logically. But then he said he promised twice. Twice he said he promised me that was how it worked. But it wasn't how it worked. I don't get it. And this is not the first, and this is not the first time. Obviously, because I'm the introvert I am, I wasn't like this is how it works. I just said like, well, could you like try it again? Could you try it again? This is a great rant. Keep going. I can keep going because I had something similar to this happen at McDonald's. Okay, I got a coupon, a physical coupon that said, buy any breakfast sandwich, get one free, okay? And it had like a picture of like different breakfast sandwiches on it, right? Okay? That sounds right. You know, it says use for any breakfast sandwich, get one free, right? Okay? I hand it to the lady, she looks at the coupon and says, oh, this isn't right. You have to, hold up, I'm gonna turn off the air conditioning. I'm gonna turn off the air conditioning, because can you hear the air conditioner? Just listen. I turned it off. It'll be gone in just a minute. So, the lady looks at the coupon and says, oh, there's no bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle on this coupon. Like, in a picture. And I go, what? She goes, yeah, you can't use this because the item isn't on the picture. They don't have a picture of it. And I'm like, it says any breakfast sandwich. And she's like, yeah, no, but it doesn't show the picture of it. And then she proceeds to say, but for you, I'm going to do this, but you can never do this again, okay? And I'm like, okay. Okay, that's, yeah, sure. Sure. I only had one coupon, so it's like, what? Sure. It said any breakfast. They have 10 breakfast sandwiches. They can't fit 10 breakfast sandwiches on a freaking postage stamp. What happened? What happened? What happened in the past 3 months that have caused my coupon shenanigans? You know, sometimes, I'll admit it, sometimes I will exaggerate the use of a coupon in hopes that they don't read the fine print. I've done that before. Yes, I have. But this was a legitimate use. Coupons have been phased out because of Honey. Well, let me tell you about Honey. Honey is a free browser extension that you can get right now at joinhoney.com/Beta64. What happens is at checkout, the Honey box drops down, and it gives you a button to apply all promo codes. So that promo code little box at checkout won't be taunting you ever again. Okay. Let's go back to the computer. My rant about coupons is finished. My rant about coupons is done. Let's listen to Daytona music and feel better about ourselves. Oh, I forgot to plug back in the audio. More food rant. Oh, I have more. Believe me, I actually legitimately have another food rant. I have another one. Okay. I'm gonna let you listen to this real quick. I love how this whole stream thus far has just been me, like, trying to show you why this isn't good. I haven't even started, like, making it good. Okay, so I'm going to play for you Daytona, USA, the soundtrack. Using, no, I don't want to use media player. That's not what I want. Application? No. It's down here, right? Yeah. I want to say a sound. Okay. So I'm going to play for you this CD for Daytona, USA. Can we play the game? I played it last week. And let's just listen to it, shall we? Oh wait, that's the data track, maybe. Pause. Skip. Oh, here we go. There we go. Sorry, that's the Sega logo. Okay, now listen to this. Okay, actually that sounds way better. Wait, what the heck? This actually sounds good. What the crap? Okay, hold up, hold the phone. I'm gonna play this real quick. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna play you the Mother 1+2 soundtrack CD. Cause I don't think that's how it's supposed to sound. That is how it's supposed to sound. But for some reason, this is the song that plays. I don't know. Let's just see if it sounds bad. Maybe it won't sound bad at all. What? It sounds perfect. It was like super distorted last time I listened to it. Okay. Well, that's fine. Anyway, the point is the sound card isn't that good. Sorry it's been so hard showing you that. I swear it's not that good of a sound card. It's not like the worst thing in the world. I mean, it works, but it's not like super freaking good, right? It's not like super freaking good. Okay. So this is what I'm going to be doing now. Okay. So this is the Windows 3.1, whatever the frig, cool thing. Okay. How long has it been? It's been like almost 40 minutes of me just showing you that this card isn't good, but then it wasn't actually that bad. Gosh dang. Jen, thank you for gifting us up to Poison. Yo, Poison Type, you here? Yo! Yo! Poison Type. Okay. Andrew is shocked when things work. I know. It's shocking. So, I received something in the mail today that I was expecting, actually. Actually, I should switch back to this camera. I was expecting this. I was sent by, you might remember their name, his name, Tech Tangent. Do you remember a YouTuber / guy who comes and watches the stream sometimes? Tech Tangent, who helped me like set up that sound card. Do you remember him? Okay. I was telling him about the sound card, and he said, Andrew, I got something that might interest you. Shall we? Jen, thank you for gifting us some to Root Beer Kings. Hope you and Kyle are doing. Hi, Kyle. Hey, how's it going? Inside this bag is none. Wow, this is a really tight fit. Oh, it freaking pierced through the bag. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna rip the bag? I can't rip the bag, I'm not strong enough. 1 second. Oh yeah, Tech Tangent, you're here, sweet. Okay, so, here it is. Is that? Why, yes it is. It's a Sound Blaster 16. I just drop it and crack it in half. This is good card. This is a solid card. This sound card that's in this computer right now is it's basically kind of like, I don't know if I call it a fake Sound Blaster, but basically it's Sound Blaster compatible, which means it can emulate what this can do. This is like the original, and this is like the bootleg, but it's not really a bootleg. It's anyway. So it's gonna blast the sound. I was also sent drivers, Sound Blaster plug and play driver, Sound Blaster plug and play CTCM config. I think that's for something. It's a clone. That's a good way to put it. It's a clone. And then this is hardware info, which is just like good hardware info. Okay. But the real star of the show, the real freaking, it'll ask for that during the install suite. The real star of the show. I got sent instructions on a dot matrix printer printout. Look at that. Is this awesome? This is so retro. It's got everything I need. It's got installation, config checks, IRQ notes, when I text the configuration, all this kind of stuff, all written out by Tech Tangents. So that way we know what the frick to do. If you don't know Tech Tangents, they stream, make YouTube videos, lots of stuff. Oh, I love that dot matrix. You know I love that dot matrix. I'm gonna give you a shout out. So if you guys are interested in any of this stuff, I watched one of Tech Tangent streams. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm writing it in Japanese for some reason. Can I please have it English? Thank you. Shout out. Things are a lot harder than I remember. Tech Tangents. There we go. I'm not logged in. I have to stand up. I have to stand up. I have to stand up. I hate standing. Sucks. There we go. There we go. There we freaking go. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna wipe this dang computer and install this bad boy, the drivers for that, the drivers for the Cd-Rom, and then install Windows 3.1 and play some Doom, I guess, just to see if it sounds any better. Dude, I remember like being a child, and there was my mom worked at like a church for like a school program or something like that, and they just had like boxes full of this stuff, and I just loved playing with it. I don't exactly know why. I was just really into paper as a kid. Who am I kidding? I was just really into paper as a kid. Okay, so let's shut this down. Oh! Yo! Blue screen! Yo! Just it's like the meme! Yo! Okay. Let's just shut that crap. Okay. So let's begin. Let's begin, shall we? I'm just gonna plug this in and realize it doesn't work, like with my computer. Like I just forgot to mention something really important to Tech Tangent. Tech Tangent was just like, oh yeah, so Andrew, does it have a QXW3? And I'll be like, yeah, and then it doesn't. That's what I'm half expecting. If this works perfectly on this stream, I will be incredibly surprised, even though Tech Tangent went to like all the trouble of this whole guide explaining how it all works. I just feel like something's gonna go wrong. This stressful music isn't exactly helping either. It's just a little scary for some reason. Is this Kirby? This is Kirby? Let's do it. So first things first, we gotta unscrew the original sound card. So I don't know why. I'm not exactly sure why, but there's like two parts to it. I think this is like the 3D sound part. Yes, it's 3D sound, but it doesn't work without it. So I'm not exactly sure why it's like I don't know. I guess it just requires you to have a 3D sound. It was like, do you have 3D sound enabled? And it's like, I literally can't not have 3D sound. Yo, Freya, so great to see you. Is this also Kirby Air Ride? I don't know why, but I just assume it's Kirby Air Ride at this point. Okay. So first need to take this crap out and get this off. I don't know, why did it sound so good? Oh wait, maybe it sounded good because I put in a new cable recently, but I never tested it. Maybe that was the reason. You know what, that's actually probably the reason. Right, so this is the 3D sound for the ALS 120. I don't understand what you have either. That is strange. I wouldn't mind pictures of this. I have no idea what the crap this setup is because I can't find the model number. On the back, it only lists the model number for the case. Maybe it's a BL202? Maybe? I don't know. Also, I need some anti-static bags. It's gonna blow up if I don't have any anti-static bags. I remember someone was very upset that I didn't have anti-static bags last time. And you know what? Rightfully so, anti-static bags are necessary. Just so you know, if you redeem water, I'll drink it all at the end of the stream. Think of it as like it's like a build-up. That was me, Tech-Taze, that was you? Oh. So that's the sound card for the 3D effects. Let's just open this. This is the power I'm using for the thingy. Y'all know what I mean. This one's gonna be okay. Take it out. Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice, guys. Thank you. This it's so scary to me. Oh my gosh. It's a good way to hold this without like hurting myself or it. It's a good way to do this. Maybe grabbing here? Yeah, there we go. Got it. Okay. So this is the actual big giant part of the sound card. So for some reason the Sound Blaster doesn't work if you plug it into here. I had to plug it into this card in order to get the Sound Blaster to work. I have no idea why. You shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have. You're right. Okay. So that leaves a lot of freaking space open, so. Oh thank goodness it fits. I was so scared. I'm just gonna go for the top one. Why not? Andrew, you're gonna break it if you plug it into the top one. The top one's the explosion one. Why was it so hard to plug things in back then? Why was it so freaking hard? It's so scary. Golly. I hate that. I hate that. Is this Kingdom Hearts music? It's probably clean, but it's fine. Okay. Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. I hate it. But Andrew, you gotta be. Y'all are vibing, and I'm having the most stressful moment of my life. Careful. I know, but you have to push. You have to push. Try that again. Put in the core of the card first and then tip it. So I need to do this chord. Oh, that was really... Well, I didn't get it yet. Yo, it's in! Oh! It's in. We got it. We got it, folks. Is there any like dip switches I need to worry about? Oh, that's CD in right there. That's CD in, so I gotta plug. So this is a CD cable. So whenever you want to listen to like CD audio, this is the cable that does it. So you just plug that into CD in. Assuming I got this right. And the problem is with this cable, I cannot ever tell. Oh, cool. Oh, it actually listens. Oh, frick, SoundBLASTER, you rock. Can we get a shout out to SoundBLASTER real quick? Can we get a shout out to SoundBLASTER? Okay, so the left one is the red one. And it listed out as the left one is this one, so I need to flip it, actually. It needs to be this way. Dude, shout out to SoundBLASTER. So the left is red, left is red. And maybe no. Shout out is not a reward, so no. Okay, never mind. It's fine. Aux in. I don't even know what that thing is. Okay, so I need to now plug back in this power. So that's it. I think that's it. That's the sound card. We're done. Yo, Cheese, good to see you. Personal shout out is down. Oh yeah, the old stuff. I need more intense music. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, I think that's everything. Cool. Okay, so let's just wipe out the whole freaking computer, shall we? The cable is flipped on the CD drive for anyone who may be confused about red being left. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, I had it flipped. I'm the bad boy. So red is supposed to be left. I'm the bad boy. I'd like to apologize. I am the bad boy. Red is supposed to be right. Good to know. This Mario Party, this is color splash. So red's supposed to be right. Red for red. Wipe out, wipe out, wipe out, wipe out, wipe out. I like that this little sound card replaces this. Like this whole freaking honker. Look at the size difference. Okay. Let's do it. Let's wipe the freaking whole thing. Let's freaking do it. Oh, I need to like plug in the audio though, so that way I can hear it. I can hear the glorious sound. Oh, that's loud. Wait. Ow. Line in, mic in, speaker. There we go. That's the good stuff, okay? If you can't handle that sound, you're just not a 90s kid. Okay? Okay? You're just not a 90s kid. 90s kids will remember analog. Okay? Alright. Now comes the fun part. Can we get a pog in chat for DOS 6.22? Shut your mouth, nerd.
It's me, Joker, from Persona 5 on the Microsoft Xbox.
Oh, the fade wasn't fast enough. The fade wasn't fast enough. Oh no! I thought the fade was gonna be faster and it would just. Oh, that's. Oh man! I thought the fade was gonna be faster, so it would look like I'm like going rah, and then it would like cut, but the fade was super slow. I'm sorry. Hi, Andrew from Beta64 here. I'd like to apologize for eating the camera. That was bad. Sorry. My beat. Okay, let's do it. We're doing it. Oh frig, I need to like hold up. I forgot to wipe the whole computer. Let's see. Disk part. Is that how you do this? What is oh, F disk. That's right, F disk. Create or delete partition. Delete primary DOS partition. Not the the C drive. Okay. Yeah, every data will be locked. I don't care. Enter volume label. I don't think it matters, but I'll call it just the same thing. That's DOS 6. Are you sure? Yes. Delete it. All right, and then let's create partition. All right, cool. Beto? Who called me Beto? Crap is Beto. B-E-T-O? That's the first time I've ever heard that. Who the frick called me Beto? Is that you, Acrylic? Frick you called me Beto for? I like we've had Bemta, Berto, but something about Beto really got to me. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Oh, listen to that glorious sound. Do you hear that? No? Okay. Ooh, that's the good stuff. Ah, yes. The clickety-clackety. It says I already have DOS. How would it know that? Didn't I wipe the whole thing? How would it know? Oh, it's because I already had a partition in it? But it should be empty, right? It should be empty, right? Like I can just continue setup, right? How do I do it like you need to format it. Format. How does the format tool work? Anyone want to tell me how the format tool works? Is that the help? That's not help, is it? That's not the right parameter. I'm gonna Google the parameters for format. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Format C drive. S. Too many parameters. Or maybe I'll just do form. Oh wait, format C. I'll just do that. Oh, it was the other way around. Ah, crap. Format C S. Boom. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that fanciness. Look at that fanciness. Mr. Beto is my favorite spaghetti shrimp. You want me to do another rant? This is a different rant though. This is a rant about frick. Oh. Well, I don't know if I call this a rant. I just call it an uncomfortable happenings. Just an uncomfortable happenings. How's that sound? Doesn't that sound fun, guys? Doesn't that sound fun? An uncomfortable happenings? I was at the Cheesecake Factory yesterday. Yeah, you think I'm going to all these like expensive places? Like, oh, Beta's going to the old spaghetti factory? Beta's going to the Cheesecake Factory? Gift card. Here's the thing. I would say you have it installed after this, but just installed it anyway. The S option copies some files to trick the upgrade installer. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, so we walk into the Cheesecake Factory, And for some reason, the moment I walk in, some guy is yelling at one of the employees, saying they laughed at him, okay? While she is currently laughing at him. That is what happens the moment I walk in to the freaking spaghetti factory. So this should be fine, right? Oh, it was okay. So that was the first thing, right? These settings are correct. Sorry. There we go. It begins. So that upset me. Well, the thing is I don't like the guy yelling. So I for the first time in my life I ever said something. I went up to the guy and went, "Hey, can you not yell, please? Thank you." And then he stopped yelling. And then he stopped yelling. So naturally, I think this is a jerk. And can you shut the heck up? Thank you. So I assume this guy's a jerk, and that nothing happened, and he's getting all pissy about absolutely nothing, which is usually how this thing goes. The thing is I still think that. I still think it is. But what happened is he asked for the manager. Of course he did. And the girl that he's with is just like uncomfortable with balls. That was kind of weird to say. That was a weird sentence. She was very uncomfortable. At least that's what I thought. And so I tell him to quiet down. He quiets down, and I get in line at the Cheesecake Factory. Okay. The guy talks to the manager. The manager starts laughing with another manager who is also laughing, while the lady behind the counter laughs. Then another dude comes up and tells that lady, "Hey, stop laughing." And then the guy behind the counter says, "Don't talk to her that way." In which he says, "Are you 12 years old?" In which he says, "Get away." And then they start laughing. Okay? And then I'm just like confused. I have no idea what's going on. At least everything's quiet now. At least they're at least quiet. Also, we're on to disc 2. We're on to disc 2 now. I have no idea. To this moment, I have no idea. Maybe she was laughing at him. Should he have gotten pissed about it? No. Not no. No. But I just have no idea. I don't know what happened. And the fact that two people like were mad at this lady at the same time, while two people on the other side were also mad at the people who were mad, with two managers on the side laughing the whole time. I just grabbed my cheesecake and left. Or a tiramisu, actually. I grabbed a tiramisu. I have obtained entrance into chat. Welcome, Coder. Welcome. It was just weird. I was just so. This was the spaghetti war of 1873. It was absolutely crazy. To this moment, I don't know what happened. I have no idea. I have no idea what happened. I hope it's better than cheesecake. Oh, tiramisu is a cake with a coffee drizzle on it. It's pretty darn good. It's pretty darn good. Actually, well, Cheesecake Factory has spaghetti. They have everything at Cheesecake Factory. Literally everything. I got cheesecake at the Spaghetti Factory and spaghetti at the Cheesecake Factory. What's so weird to understand? What's so hard to understand? It's not a drizzle. It's like a kind of to it. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And I wonder how spit gets on the camera. And I wonder how that happens. It was just a weird night. It was Valentine's Day night, so people were like, they soak the cake. They don't like make a cake and dump it in coffee. There's just like coffee like powder in it and on top of it. It's not like they just take a piece of cake and go and then like pull it out, and they're like, that's good. Or maybe that is how it is. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't want to hear about your factory going. Dude, I went to the spaghetti factory. I went to the cheesecake factory. I went to the factory. It was so good. They do. I'm a real chef. Oh, maybe. Yep. Colin, welcome. I feel like I have another story to tell you. I do. Okay, so someone had coffee in their mouth and coughed it on the cake, and that's how tiramisu is formed. I have another story about this thing installs. We're now 54% done. 57% done. This is not about a factory, don't worry. This one's actually a heartwarming story. This one's a heartwarming story. So I bought a vinyl. I bought a vinyl at the Final Fantasy VII concert, and I needed a turntable to play it on. So I went, searched numerous places. Disc 3! We're on Disc 3! Did you get your turntable new? Well, that's the interesting story. So, there was one on Craigslist that I found for $50. The guy accepted my offer, and then when I said let's meet up, he refused to ever message me again and blocked my number. I thought tiramisu was created from someone crying in their chicken noodle. Get it? Tiramisu. So, I've managed to find one on Facebook Marketplace. Don't tell Zuck. I have a fake Facebook account. My name on it is Stanley. I don't remember my last name. I think it's like Stanley Jones. I don't remember. It's crazy how technology has evolved. I'm currently doing a full install of Ubuntu on the USB stick and you having multiple disks installed simplistic desktop environment. That's not even a desktop environment. This is just DOS. This was just DOS. This one's the simple desktop environment. Everyone's gonna add Stanley Jones. I don't think it's Jones. I'm pretty sure the last name isn't Jones. That was the thing I thought. So don't tell Zuck. Do not tell Zuck. I'm Stanley. So I messaged him as Stanley. And I was like, hey, you interested in selling your turntable? It was a Denon D300F, okay? But it was missing the needle. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just buy another needle. Well, it turns out that needle cost $100 because he upgraded the cartridge. So I decided to buy a cartridge, a cheaper cartridge with a needle, but I could only get it off of eBay because of the way that it's only usually sold to like companies and stuff, like turntable manufacturers. So I bought a cheap one for like $25, a cartridge and a needle, an AT3600L, just a classic. Yeah, for a needle it was freaking $100. Oh. We got 100%. We got 100%. Remove all this. Bye disc 3. Let's go. So to continue my story while this boots up, no, there actually isn't a fourth disc on 6. Well, I think there is a fourth disc, but I just got rid of it. It's like supplemental stuff. I think it's just supplemental stuff and printer related stuff. No, wait, or was that Windows 3.1 that had that? I think that maybe that was 3.1. Anyway, so, what am I talking about? Okay, so I bought a cartridge off of eBay. It got delayed 5 days. It got freaking delayed for 5 days. Yeah, there we go. It's working good. It got delayed for 5 days. Finally got it. Installed it. Absolute pain to install a cartridge, by the way. Absolute pain. I installed it. Turns out the preamp in it was broken and I couldn't hear it. It was very quiet. The thing inside was broken. So I messaged the guy, and he was really nice, and he gave me $25 to buy whatever preamp I wanted. So I bought one for like $20, and I plugged it in. And after like 2 weeks of trying to get this to work, I got it for a pretty decent price with a preamp. Sounds great. Lovely system. So that's my heartwarming story. He didn't have to do that, but he did it. He was willing to give me the money to do it. Was a very generous guy. Granted, the thing was broken and I couldn't use it without buying another thing. And he thought that he didn't actually know it was broken because he never used a preamp. His like amplifier already had one in it. So very nice guy. Very nice guy. He did not have to do that. All right, so we did it. We got it installed. My question is, do we install Windows 3.1 now? Because I assume that the drivers that you gave me have Windows 3.1 support, and I don't know if I need to have this installed already. I'll leave that one up to Tech Tangent. Do I need to have 3.1 installed beforehand? You are doomed. Video game vinyl is a deep rabbit hole. I'm not planning to buy more vinyl. I already did. I already bought V vinyl because that I don't know. It was cheap. It was like $30, and it's a good soundtrack. But I'm not buying any. I'm not getting more. Not getting more. It will work without Windows. But can I install it now? Can I do it now? As in, if I install this, it's not going to cause a problem, right? Right? Actually, before I do that, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it first. That's what I've decided. That is what I have decided. So we should be good. Time to install 6 floppy disks for Windows 3.1. Let's begin the journey. Yeah, Coderman's got it. What is this? Setup. It's gonna be good. Woo floppy. Are you planning on streaming the Wii Sports? Okay, so here's the thing. I got Wii Sports, the Switch Sports. I got into the thing, so the playtest. Okay, what I did not realize. Express setup, yeah, sounds good. So what I did not realize is the Switch Sports like playtest thing is a playtest. You pay $30 for vinyl. Is that bad or is that good? Is that good or is that bad? Is that good or bad? Which one? Yeah. So what I didn't realize is that the Nintendo Switch Sports playtest is exactly what it says. It's not a play. It's a stress test. Okay, so what I didn't realize is that I mean the Switch Sports. The Switch Sports, that's what I meant. $30 is good. Oh, sweet. It was brand new from the website. So, I didn't realize that's actually what it is. It's not like a for fun thing. It's a legitimate like play test for the servers. So it's not only invite only, which I did get in, but it's only at very specific times, so that way the developers can test it while they're being played, which makes sense. It's also, apparently, I need to double check this just to make sure, but apparently you're not allowed to stream it, which is weird. I mean, if this was like, if this was not announced at a Nintendo Direct, it would make like a lot of sense. Like oh, so it's a closed beta kind of thing. That makes sense. That happens literally all the time. That happens all the time. But the fact that it was announced at a Nintendo Direct was kind of made it feel a little weird. It's like, yeah, you all can play it, you just can't show each other. Like once again, it would make complete sense if it was, if it was just like, a closed beta thing. Like, hey, sign up for our closed beta thing. It isn't illegal if you don't get caught, but you will be caught. I didn't hear you couldn't stream it either. It's apparently, I need to like double check. Are you sure you can't stream it? That's the thing. I need to double check. Like I need to like really do a deep. I wish I still have my Nintendo contact. I really wish I still have my Nintendo contact. and I could just ask them. I legitimately could have just gone to Nintendo and asked. I could have. But that was like 4 years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago. That was like 4 years ago. Guys, I need to stop doing that. There it is. Windows setup. Windows setup. Here we go. Andrew. Beta64. Boom. Boom. I love how it looks exactly the same as every single setup for, like, ever. Like, it's always looked like this. Switch into disc 3. Once again, the whole Switch port thing, the Switch Sports like playtest makes complete sense. Like it makes complete sense to me. I get it. It's just I thought it was like the Splatoon like test thing. I thought it was like that. You are legally required to pog every minute. Oops, he's installing Windows 11. Can I get Windows 11 to work on the Packard Bell multimedia? Subscribe, and then I'll take 15 minutes to say no. No, I cannot install Windows 11 on here. Can't you just Discord stream it if Twitch isn't allowed? I mean, it's more of like, it's not that Twitch isn't allowed, it says, I need to like, the problem is if I freaking Google it, I'm gonna get people who are like pissed. They were like, I can't believe it! I can't believe it! Ah! It's gonna get like all that. It's like I get it. I get it. I'm just surprised. I'm just a little surprised. I don't want to Google it because it's just gonna get me like angry tweets and angry articles of like why Nintendo is the worst company because I can't get my internet cloud for Switch Sports. Isn't that you? No, it's like. Why you gotta call me out like that? Why you gotta call me out like that? You gotta call me out. I need my Switch Sports cloud. Yeah. Well, that was the reason why I wanted to do it. I wanted the cloud. If you haven't noticed, it's my whole. This is all about the cloud. Okay. What better way to get cloud than to install Windows 3.1 on a Packard Bell multimedia? Like what could possibly get you more clout than that? This has always been about the cloud. Without Switch Sports clout, I'm nothing. Don't you understand? My channel is dying. I need Switch Sports clout. If I don't get it, I'm going to lose everything. Do you hear me, Nintendo? I need to stream this, please. You didn't answer the club part of the question. I might play Wii Sports Club still though. I might still play it though. Especially now that I know the freaking Wii U shop has died. Calm down. Okay. I'll calm down. How are you gonna stop people from talking about it publicly? It's literally a thing you can download. Yeah, I mean, you can. Hey, that's it. That's the whole thing. I mean, it worked pretty well for Pikmin though. There was like some leaks with Pikmin, but Pikmin stayed closed beta pretty well. Anyway, follow my Switch Sport leak account, Switch Sports Insider. It's this, Andrew. By downloading and participating in the Nintendo Switch Sports online playtest, you agree not to publicly share any details from this online playtest, including on your social media channels. I mean, that sounds normal. It's just weird to me that it's in just like a tiny thing. Usually they like blow that crap up. Like it's like, by signing up for this thing, do you agree? It's just weird to me that it was just so. I mean, it's to be honest, it's under important information directly below the download code. So maybe I just should have read more. It's not even fine print. It literally says important information. That's the full bullet point right there. So it might not be a Switch Sports stream, but I will be streaming on Friday, don't you worry. I'll figure out something good. Why did they try everyone's gonna stream? That's the thing. Well, my thought is like, I need to figure out how severe this is. Maybe I will stream it, I don't know. I'll find out too. See, the thing is, this happens all the time, okay? But the NDAs are so good, and they don't announce them. That's why you don't know about it. What other things are you missing out? What other games that are currently being stress tested do you not know about it? I just think it's weird that it was announced on a Nintendo Direct instead of like a Twitter post. That's the only thing I find weird. Just label it Wii Sports Mod. No, I swear, this is just Wii Sports. I just modded it to use the Joy-Cons. That's it. All right, folks, we've done it. We've done it. There it is. Wow, that's kind of hard to see. Give it a second. Give it a second. Okay. No, I don't need this one. Here we go. We done it. This is it. This is the one. Let's dim the lights. It happened. Isn't that fancy? Ah, that's bright. Oh, it's so bright. Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. Now you can actually see. Oh, I need to take out this. Nice mouse pad. Thank you. It's actually kind of crappy. It's not that good. It's kind of meh. But thank you. I think it looks cute. Did you see the Sonic movie 3? Sonic movie 3? There's not even a 2 yet. There's not even a 2. What are you talking about? It's too bright. Okay. There we go. Windows. Movie 3 got announced today. What? But we don't have movie 2. Huh? How's that even happen? Okay, so there we go. That's good. So I'm just going to close that. That's fine. Just ignore that. Just ignore that. Exit Windows. Yes. That's what I meant to do. So let's install the CD-ROM drivers. So I can get the CD-ROM working. We're almost there. We're almost there. I don't like the lighting. It looks too. Yeah, I don't like it. I need purple. Give me purple lighting. Okay. Install. So is it a Sonic Movie 3 or it's just a Knuckles? So I didn't know this, but Matsushita is Panasonic's original name. I did not know this. Okay. Installation of both DOS and 3.1. C drive, yes. This directory is fine, yes. This is fine. It's MSC Dex installed, maybe. Yes, that's fine. Fine. Oh, it says it's possible. Oh yeah, I clicked no for this one. This one you do no for. Okay. Now floppy disk reset, and now we should have the CD-ROM working. It's both. There's a Sonic movie and a Knuckles spin-off. They're gonna make $1 billion. Or are they gonna make a movie about Beta spaghetti exploits? Nice. Did your Packer Bell CD-ROM come with a copy of it? I don't have MIST. I'm sorry, I don't have a MIST. I wish I did. I wish I did. I wish I had a copy of Monkey Island. Like, I would love a copy of Monkey Island. I really would, but I can't because it's freaking $600 in the box. $600. Okay, so theoretically, this should now work with CD-ROM. And I've got Windows installed, so we're good. I think now's the time. Now we begin the instructions. The SoundBLASTER. Okay. Is this good talking music? No, it is not. The SoundBLASTER CT4170 is a plug-and-play ISO card that uses software configuration to configure the IRQ, port, and DMA settings rather than jumpers. Included with the sound card are 3 floppy disks to get it working: the SoundBLASTER PNP driver, the SoundBLASTER PNP CTCM config, and the HW info. To begin setting up the card, please put in the SB PNP driver. Got that, whoa. Got that dot matrix. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. All right, I can play music. So, the first thing to do is to run install. Man, I have a dot matrix printer. I just don't know how to set up and I'm too scared to. Install. Yeah, run install. Dude, Monkey Island is so good. If you have not gotten it, there's multiple ways you can play that on Steam. They've got the original game you can get probably on GOG. They've got the freaking Steam version, which is the remake of it, which include the remake, and it includes the original version. Monkey Island 1, really good. Monkey Island 2, pretty good. Monkey Island 3, The Curse of Monkey Island, so good. So freaking good. And then the Escape from Monkey Island, I like, but a lot of people don't. Okay, so this installs audio software. Alright. Just make sure I don't screw this up. Continue with the installation normally. It would ask you for the Creative Configuration Manager installation disk. Oh, I see. You should be able to swap this and continue at that point. To use it for this, you need it called the configuration menu. Okay. They set up the configuration on the system by some alternate person. Okay, so I need to swap the disk now. The GOG one is the remake. Well, the remake includes the original game as well. I forgot about that. So you can just get the remake. It's really good. Why do you have a Mother manual on the ground? It's actually the Mother 1+2 soundtrack CD that I really should get rid of this tag off the back. So I don't like, I didn't do that. Press enter and then swap. Enter, then swap. Plug in this one. God, there's something so, God, if you haven't used a floppy disk before, this is so good. Like, I've never used a floppy disk except for like the past few months. Floppy disks are so good. They work great. They work for every freaking system. You can just plug it in and you know it's not like a USB drive where you have to worry about drivers and stuff. It works perfectly every time. It's so satisfying to click in. It's just, it works and it's wonderful and I love it. There you go. Milky Milk, doing well. I'm doing well. Okay. You should be able to swap this and continue. After that, cards will be fully installed. Okay, so that's great. The floppy disk cast. So the one thing I really love about floppy disk is the little slidey bit. That's really cool. That's it. A DOS critical error has occurred. That's not good. Is the drive okay? To quit trying, press escape. To quit trying, you broke it. I wonder if the... That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good. Let me throw this into another drive and see if that works. I want to see if this is like just like dead or something. Maybe this thing died because that doesn't sound normal. I'll be right back. Enjoy the music. My question is, if it did go bad, do I need to start over, or can I just continue on from this point once I get this working? Yeah, I think the disk might have gone bad in the mail, so I'm gonna just try to see if I can get the files off of it. Okay. So this is the point where I show you my really cool tool. This is where I show you my, okay. This is a floppy disk driver to USB. Floppy disk to USB. That is not a, yeah, no, it's definitely not a good sound. I'm pretty sure that's, it's not a good sound. So I'm just gonna, is it gonna, no, let me I was like, can I use a floppy disk drive in Mac? And I'm like, that just sounds like a bad idea. That just sounds like a bad time. I'm gonna boot into Windows. Floppy to USB. I think the just floppy died. I think that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. I'm just glad it's letting me try again. That was very nice of the program. Yes, you can use a floppy disk drive on the Mac. What's it with my Mac? My freaking Mac laptop has like been sucking lately. Like, look at this. It just won't. It just like okay. It boots. Okay, let me boot into Windows. Oh, thank goodness. It's like really messed up. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I sent you the driver files on Discord if you need to make a new. Sweet. Question is, which disk do I use? That is the question I am having right now, because I think I'm out of floppy disks. I might have to wipe one. I might have to wipe the hardware and put one, if that one works. Let's see. Let's just see if this can be saved at all. Okay. It sounds normal here. It looks like I can read all the files. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay. It's kind of reacting weirdly, but that's okay. The config file is 0 kilobytes. I don't think that's normal. I don't think. Maybe. My whole computer froze for a second. So I might just wipe it anyway. I think I'm just gonna wipe it and start over. Let me just grab it off of Discord. Some might say that's bad. Others might say it's fine. Maybe if I just blow into it like a cartridge, it'll work. You said you sent it to me over Discord? I hope my computer can last. My computer, like, battery's been sucking too. It's been a hard time for Andrew. It's just been a hard time for Andrew. Okay, cool. So I'll wipe this floppy disk. I'll wipe it. See if it like fails. What's this song from? Daft Punk? Is that no, Daft Funk. Oh. Make sure you can't see my password. Beep, beep, boop, boop. Yes, I do. Okay. That looks fine to me. Default allocation size. Let's start. Okay. Yeah, that's right, frickers. I've got dual factor authentication. Don't you think about stealing? Oh no, do not delete Discord. Oh my gosh, that scared me. I almost deleted Discord off of my 2-factor authentication account and would have been there. I don't even want to know the struggle that would have to go through to get that fixed. I don't even want to know what I would have to do that. Okay, perfect. Here are the driver files. Yeah, definitely. Got it. It says it's potentially dangerous, but that's fine. Okay. So the one I need to do is the Cd-Rom. I'll stick that on the floppy disk. There we go. Are you formatting as FAT12 on PC? It's formatting just as FAT. It's just formatting as FAT. And I'm doing it on PC, not Mac. I'm doing it on PC, not Mac. Well, this is good. This is good music. That's pretty darn good. I do know there's Hatsune Miku DLC. If there's Hatsune Miku anything, I know it. Don't you worry. There's nothing that's just FAT. I think it might just be FAT, like FAT16. It's called just FAT on Windows. Just space FAT. That's what it's called. Speaking of which, I feel like I gained a little weight. Do I look big to you? Do I look a little chubbier than I used to? No. Thanks. That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I wanted to hear. Thanks. You look like you weigh 400 pounds. Especially with your double chin. Where? Oh, that's the good music. Here's the thing. I want to listen to it. It's probably claimed. I'm just going to have to cut it out. But we're going to enjoy it here right now. How long is left in the stream? Probably about half an hour. Hopefully I can get this done in half an hour. This is Traverse Town. That's it. I'm waiting for my computer to die immediately, like at 99%, so it fails. So if this does not work copying it back to this disk, I will grab a different disk and put it on there. Just in case this disk is like dead. Play the Undertale Sand Shop theme, it'll be funny, I think. Beta, when are you gonna play Kingdom Hearts? I don't know if I'd like Kingdom Hearts. I might like Kingdom Hearts. I like the thought of Kingdom Hearts. I like imagining Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, let's see if this works. Is this the same? No, this is the same hardware as the one. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I'd overwrote the wrong disk. I was about to freak. I was about to freaking freak. Wait. Hold up. Is it working? Yeah, that's a good loop. Is it working now? Oh, I was like, that folder doesn't exist. That's weird. But I guess it's not making the weird sound now. I think it's working. Yep, it's working now. I literally just formatted the disk and then re-put the files on it. That's all I did. Didn't even change this out. Okay. Don't worry. Tech tangent, I know you might be freaking out. It worked. Everything's working. See, there we go. It's working. There we go. We're back. So, I am so glad I bought this. I bought this at a McKay's bookstore for $5 like a month ago. It was the best purchase I ever made. The disc may have gone near magnets in the mail. Oh, that's so true. That does happen. Okay, install will now run this thing to prepare it for the first time. To begin setting up, press enter. What is a McKay's bookstore? It's like just a bookstore, but it sells like video game consoles and stuff like that, all for inflated prices. But this was a good deal. Best thing I ever did. Coops, you have a good rest of your night. So let's read ahead in our little manual. It says that you should be able to swap disk, continue after it should be fully installed and function. When configuring games, just use sound effects option labeled SoundBLASTER or SoundBLASTER 16. The music option should be ad-lib. Once you finish the install, I would recommend a reboot of the computer. When it boots, there should be a line printed similar to this. This is software configuration of the card with the port, the IRQ, the main, this, blah, 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 blah. The values may not always be accurate. Another way to check them is with HW info. I include by running this program to check how the card is configured. Press the Alt key to open the menu. Do that. Be listed as the Vibra 16. And you should pay attention to the IRQ the card was given. Common options are 2, 5, and 7. If the card is set to 9, you can use IRQ 2 in programs that don't have 9 as an option. Ooh, that's good to know. McKay's used to be decent. I remember McKay's were decent. But maybe they're cool nowadays. It's GameStop but bad. Well, it's more of a bookstore than anything, but I don't ever buy books. Next, open the menu again and open the DMA assignment. Again, the card will show this. You should note the DMA saying common options are this program may not ask for boot channels. If you need to reconfigure these settings for the card, you can use the program. Once running, press Alt to open the menu and open this. Press Tab and Shift Tab to navigate forwards and backwards. To open audio to change the sound card settings, I would recommend using one of the predefined configurations on the right and pick one of the following. When I tested configuration 0 and 3. So do I need to go through all these settings? Or should I check the config? Is that important? Should I be checking the config? Half-price books also used to be decent. They also used to be decent. Not the ones around here though. Around here they are something else. They are something freaking else. I remember like A half-price books employee bragged that he ripped off someone buying Earthbound from them. Well, let me rephrase it a little bit. He didn't like exactly brag. He was more like, oh yeah, this lady came in and she sold me a copy of Earthbound, and and I was like, I can't rip this lady. Well, he didn't say that. He said, I wanted to make sure to give her a good price, so I gave her like $50. I'm like, it was in the box, and they were selling it for hundreds of dollars. Anyway. Came with the freaking box, dude. That thing's worth so much. And they had it, and they were like, hey, you want it? I'm like, I can't. No, I don't. No, I don't want it. How long is this supposed to take, by the way? It's still going. It says if your computer stops responding, please restart your system. I just want to make sure that it's supposed to take this. You want it? It's yours, my friend. As long as you have... Oh, I need to like... Hold up. I'm going to recreate that. I'm going to recreate that real quick. See what I can do. I'm going to try to do this. I don't know. It didn't take that long. I'll let it go while this meme happens. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, I gotta memorize this movement. I gotta memorize this movement. Okay, sadly I have to disconnect. Sorry, Nooks, you're gonna lose the fireplace for a second. I have a fireplace. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh wow, that's like a system. So he goes lamp oil, ropes, bomb. You want it? My friend. Okay, that's really hard, actually. Lamp oil, ropes, bombs. You want it? It's yours. Wait, no, dang it, I almost had it. Ropes, bombs. You want it? It's yours. Oh wait, that is right. I was right. Lamp oil, ropes, bombs. You want it? It's yours, my friend. As long as you have enough rupees. That was pretty good. I think that was pretty solid. I mean, okay, sorry, Link. What? Sorry, Link. I can't give credit. Here we go. Oh. He goes, sorry, Link. I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little richer. Okay. Wow, why is this so hard? Sorry, Link. I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little richer. That's pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think this is stuck, but it says that should your system stop responding, please restart your system, run the program ctcu.exe in the configuration directory, then reflect the resources used by the non-PXE, and then run install again. Oh. That's actually a lot more steps than I thought it was. Your system stop responding, please restart. What if I just press enter? F1 help? I was like, what if I just have to press enter? But it's not yet. Yes, steps. Should your program stop responding, please restart the system, run the program in your creative configuration manager directory, which I already copied. Reflect the resources used by the non-PNP cards, and then run install again. Yes, steps. Well, I guess I'll do that. I guess I'll do that. So I'll just restart the system. Here I go. Assuming I don't have to press anything. Sorry. Okay, now it's yelling at me. Why is he yelling at me? Ah, it's yelling at me. It doesn't like it now. I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay. I'm just gonna restart. The Packard is angry. So it says to go into the thing, run the program ourselves, and then install again. Let me, be scared. I mean, relax. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see if it did any editing to my thing. The Packard Bell is screaming. It's screaming. It's like, please, please don't install good sound cards. Okay, according to this thing, nothing installed, so that's good. So let's go to the directory. CD, CTCM. CTCM. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. What do you think of the DOS font? It's beautiful. It's actually beautiful. The DOS font is a beautiful system. Okay, maybe this thing is dead. Maybe this thing really is dead. This thing might actually be dead. It might have corrupted it. So I guess let me just throw this in another thing. I'll just which one do I overwrite? The question is, which do I overwrite? Yeah, I think it's safe to assume that disk is gone. I'll overwrite my boot manager disk because I haven't really needed that in a long time. Yeah. So my question is, Tech Tangent, what is it best for me to do? Should I delete? Like, what folder should I delete to get it to back to where I can just, do it normally again? Do I just delete the CTCM folder? So, I got that. It's the boot manager. Delete CTCM and then delete SB16. Okay. All right, so I had XXX copy on it. Or XX copy. Just copy. Okay, so I don't remember how to delete what the command for delete is, so I'm just going to delete under Windows 3.1. So, delete this folder. Delete. That's too long. Okay, so that's deleted. And I don't see an SB16 folder. The frick is this folder? I think, should I delete, hold up, allow me to say something. Should I delete the folder ISFYZQuav Twee? Do I delete IceQuav Twee? The IceQuav Twee folder. It's got CCM and config.ccm and CTCM copy. I feel like I can get rid of this one. What do you think? Because that's got CTCM based things in it. Here's a README. Yeah, this is SoundBLASTER 16 stuff. That's SoundBLASTER 16 stuff. Look at that font. Look at that nice color too. Ooh, that's good stuff. Oh, that's good stuff. That's some good stuff. It's also got Seth. The Seth file. It's got the Seth file. Set PNP. I think this is all based. Put it this way. Let's just have a little fun. I can always start over. Let's just have a little fun. Nothing says a little fun like deleting an entire folder that might be used by the Windows system. Nothing says fun quite like that. Let's see if I can exit Windows. Let's see if anything boots. Let's just reboot and see if anything works. It's the Sephiroth file. It's the Sephiroth file. Yeah. Okay. Let's wipe this floppy disk. Format. I should remember that I think CTC himself will actually work with Windows, but I don't know what that may change for the configuration. I guess we'll just find that. Okay. So, I'm gonna format this. Oh, that's good music. Oh, that's good. CTC, I'm gonna put that back on. Because I assumed that the other thing works just fine. I didn't seem to have any problems with it before. So we're just gonna copy this. What is this song? It's so good. This is so good. I love this. It might be worth trying to run the install from the floppy in Windows to see what happens. Okay, that's a good point. I can try. Sure, why not? Why not? What if you stream the Switch Sports demo in Ultrafan? What, would you tell on me? Would you tell on me? If I did an illegal act, would you let people know? If I illegally streamed Switch Sports, would you tell anyone? Or would you keep it a secret between us? Just us. Like friends. Beta64 asks if you would be a narc. No one would know. No one would know. Acrylic would. Acrylic would let everyone. So I guess let's just start. I mean, I rebooted the computer. Seems like I didn't delete anything critical, so that's good. What if you get banned? That's true. What if? Well, I can try running this from Windows. Just for fun's sake. You wanna have a little fun, guys? No fun allowed. Oh, okay. Don't share the details publicly. Don't do it. Don't freaking do it. Don't make the same mistake I did. %75 complete. We're almost there. We're almost there. 78%. It does take about like 2 minutes to copy a 1 meg file. That's the one thing about floppy disks that aren't like the coolest, but I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Rainbow Cap, are you really going to break the NDA? Golly, this takes a hot minute. %81%. Nintendo will arrest you. They would never do that. They would never do that. Stop lying. Stop freaking lying. Don't lie on my stream. Don't do it. Do not lie on my stream. Ha! Ha! I want you to just get a nice look at what's going on. This is the stream right now, by the way. I'm just sitting here, surrounded by plastic. Is this from Persona? This is Persona, right? I haven't said a single truth. Never tell the truth on my streams. Never tell the freaking truth. DMCA. You know what? Maybe. If anything, I'd rather have this more relaxing song. We're 88% there. Oh, this is nice. Oh, I forgot you could see me. I forgot I didn't have the camera over here doing it with this. Oh, you could see me. What if I did something gross? What if I crossed my legs? A boy? Wait, no, actually, that's normal. I forgot. This is normal. A boy sitting like this? What? How? Is that even possible? Boys are only supposed to sit crisscross applesauce. Don't call me a sussy muck ever again. I was legitimately thinking about streaming Switch Sports, but with Wii Sports like shown, like I attached like the Switch controller to a Joy-Con, like a Joy-Con to a Wii remote, and then just like played it, but with Wii Sports showing anyway. All right, it finished. It is done. Let's boot this up. Let's see what happens. That's actually not a bad idea. That is actually not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. As a funny haha. You're running install from Windows DOSBox. Please exit. Oh, okay. Well, we figured that out. We figured out if you could do that pretty fast. Let's just close. That answered that question. All right. Hey. Install. Now this has the stuff on it, so theoretically, this should work. Theoretically. So how it goes pretty good. My throat is a little dry from speaking up and enunciating my words, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good. So let me ask you, TechNinja, are these the drivers that came with it, or is this like fan-made drivers? These like fan-made drivers? Okay. Let's see what happens. Okay, it looks good to me. Yeah, it looks good. The settings look correct to me. This is getting nerve-wracking. This is getting nerve-wracking. I'm pretty sure patrons can use Ultra Fame. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure you can. I can't exactly remember. It was so long ago. I can't exactly remember. Oh, you can't use Ultra Fame's voice? Oh, that was not on purpose. That was an accident. I will need to fix that. Oh, let's see if it works. Come on. Big money. Come on, big money. That's it. It worked. This is just dead. This is just dead. Watch me eat it. Oh, why did I actually? Oh, okay, that scared the crap out of me. I bit right here, and the thing like moved. I thought I bit through the plastic, and I was gonna get like shards of floppy in my mouth. That actually scared me. Wow. All right. Silly Beta eating his floppy disk. Creative Cloud, these were modified. Yeah, sure. That's good to me.
What a silly boy. What an absolutely silly boy.
Okay, so these are our settings. That seems pretty good, right? That seems pretty solid. Isn't that like really good? Because the interrupt is the IRQ setting, which is 5. Isn't that like really good? Because like most games like work with 2, 5, and 7, so this should work like for all DOS games, right? Or is that only for IRQ 2? Am I thinking IRQ 2? Maybe I'm thinking IRQ 2. It's fine. Begin installing. Let's do it. Please insert the audio software installation disk. Is this that one? Is that the one I put in, or do I need to put this one back in? Is this okay? Do I just press enter? Is this okay? I think I just press enter. I'm pretty sure I do, but I'm just gonna be sure. 5 is very good. right. I think it's the driver one. Okay, I'm gonna take this out, put this one in. You know what? That would make sense. It says installing the audio. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Hey, that was right. Sweet. All right, cool. We're doing it, folks. We're really doing it. After all this work, it's gonna sound great. I can't wait. I cannot wait to see what this sounds like. I cannot wait. Wow, just a week away. Just a week away. SoundBLASTER 16, just a week away. Just a week away. Can you believe it? It's been so long. It's just a week away now. Just a week away. The installation, wow. Cannot wait. Just a week away. Almost done. Just another week away. It got here so fast. Just a week away. Hey, okay. Following lines will be added to system. Sounds good. Oh, did you answer my question, by the way, Tech Tangent? I might have missed it. I just want to make sure I didn't. Is this the official drivers, or is this like fan-made driver, or like something else? I feel like you might have answered and I just missed it. And if you didn't answer it, that's okay too. Fine. Replace this file with this file. Backup or proceed. If backup is selected, the backup file will be there. Yeah, sure, I'll back it up. It's always good to have a backup. These are the official drivers. Ooh. Fancy. I just remember when you were installing it on your system, it had like this like UI that looked really cool. I was like, that can't be real. UI? In DOS. Remove any disks from your drives and reboot for the modifications. All right. Okay, let's just reboot them. Rebooting system. That was hardware info? Oh! Got it. UI in DOS? Oh, what? Is that even possible? Alright, theoretically, that should be it. Theoretically. When it boots, you should see this line printed. Oh, there's the Vibra. There's the Vibra right there. Found creative plug-and-play card. Successfully configured two creative plug-and-play devices. There are two in here? Does that count as two? Because it's like 16 and 8. Oh, there's SoundBLASTER stuff. Okay, there we go. It's set at 220 IRQ 5 D1 and H. The high DMA is set to 3, so it's 1, 3, and then for the MIDI it's 330 and T6. And T6. Okay. It's sound and the game port. Got it. All right. Let's install Doom. Let's install frickin' Doom. Wherever the crap I put it. Oh, there it is. Go. This is actually, this is not even like the real full version. This is shareware, but this is a real Doom and Heretic shareware disc from ID Software. After that, you gotta change the game name. Dude, Rainbow Cabin, did you pledge $5 on Patreon? Heck yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Now you have the Ultra fans. Now you are the Ultra fan. CD Doom. Directory. Install. Alright. Yeah, C drive. Good. Yep.
Install the operating system.
Apod, thank you for the whole buckaroony. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay. Okay. I think we got it. I think we're gonna do it. It's gonna be awesome and it's gonna be so cool. Okay. I never did figure out how to do mouse with it. I don't know why. It never worked, but that's fine. Okay, select music, ad-lib. Select sound, that's SoundBLASTER, 220, IRQ5, 1 was the DMA, and the high, oh, number of sound effects. Okay. All right, save and launch. Oh, frick. Oh, you need a DOS mouse drive? Gosh. Oh, wait, is it working already? Is it working already? Oh, it's loud. Oh, it's so loud. Oh, it's so loud. Oh my gosh. There it is. Now, after all that work, doesn't that sound better? Does it sound better? I guarantee you half the people in chat are going to be like, what's the difference? But there's a huge difference. It sounds so much cleaner. Holy crap. Okay, it does not sound the exact same. Okay, hold up. Let me ask you. Where's the sound, like, volume configuration? What do you mean zero different? Like, if you listen, there was less hiss. There was a lot less hiss. And you'll see, the ability to be able to change the volume is going to be the big thing. That's going to be the big freaking thing. SoundBLASTER 60. It's got to be in this folder. Mixer set, probably? Mixer set? Doom has volume options in-game? What? It does? Huh. Huh? Like, you can see there's no hiss. Listen. Oh, that's so much better. Options. The screen size, graphics details, sound volume. What? It's been there the whole time? It's been there the entire time and I didn't know it? I don't remember that. I didn't waste an entire stream just because I didn't know that option was there. This is a better card. It sounds so much. You might not know it from your friggin' Gen Z ears, but you can tell. Okay. I am now requiring that someone makes a comparison video for submit for stream of the beginning of the stream running this game. I'm gonna play a little bit without talking, and I want you to hear the difference side by side. Your CD sound volume seemed a little low to me with the ALS 120 as well. I think the other card's mixer was weird. Yeah, the other card's mixer is really bad. I know that for a fact. That's what I did. I want that comparison. Okay, this is where you're really gonna hear the difference. You're about ready to hear the greatest thing you've ever heard in your entire life, and I want no ifs, ands, or buts. Okay? What a Doom ad. Ooh, there's the creative sound mixer. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that fancy? Isn't that fancy? Okay, I'm going to go to the audio soft. Wait, can I load a MIDI in this? Expanded view, minimum. this is actual player. Okay, so to do that, I'm gonna go to accessories. Get ready, folks. Open. We're gonna open MIDI file, canyon.mid. Get ready, okay? I'm gonna turn off my mic, I'm gonna turn up the sound, and you're gonna hear this, and it's gonna sound real good, okay? I'm gonna get ready for this. Get ready for this. Was that not the greatest thing you've ever heard in your life? I want. Here's the thing. You. Holy crap! I thought I freaking broke this. I stepped on this. I thought I freaking broke it. But it's okay. Oh my gosh! I got so freaking scared. I got so freaking scared. I mean, granted, it already had like a crack in it, so it didn't like matter all that much. But like, holy crap, my life just flashed before my eyes. My whole life flashed before my eyes in that exact moment in time. But I need to like twist this back actually. Frick! I untwist. The camera's gone. Okay, well that's fine. Okay, well that's pretty much it. I just want you to know that for those of you who are like, oh, freak, oh, Andrew, what was the difference? It sounds so much better. Like, so much better. Like, listen to this. There's no, like hum or, like before, when you would play, like, sounds in games with this thing, there would be, like, this, like... And it was awful. It was awful. And like the sound mixer just did not work. It did not work at all. And now listen how clean that is. It does not sound exactly the same. I know because I use this. Tech tangent. These kids. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right, fellow SoundBLASTER heads? Okay, the before and after will be doom. It'll be doom. These kids these days, they just don't get it. They just don't get it. There's one last thing I'm gonna show you before I do like the submit for stream, in order to give you enough time to make that before and after, so I can prove my point that it sounds fantastic. You know, and music says that it sounds fantastic. And I'm definitely not paying them to say that. I'm definitely not doing that. There's one last thing you're gonna hear. I'm going to put in a game. And it's gonna be a game that you're gonna be like, whoa, Andrew, that sounds so awesome. Is this even gonna work? I might need to boot up on Windows side. Dragon's Lair. Dragon's Lair on the for the DOS PC. Dragon's Lair for the DOS. Not Daytona USA, because Daytona USA does not work on DOS. It's Windows 3.3. This is my dad's. So let's run this. Let's see if I can run this in Windows without having to edit my executable thing. My auto exec. Let's see if I can run it. My Windows Right. Let's just reboot the computer. Why not? Let's just reboot the computer. It's fine. I'm sorry that Daytona for Windows 95 does not work with Windows 8. I know this computer can run Windows 98 though. I know it can because the drive originally had it on there. But it sounded awful. Like, I mean, it ran awful. It ran awful. So, yeah, we're not doing that. So, okay. Yes, technically this PC could run Daytona USA, but it probably could not do it well because it does not have a 3D accelerator card in it. So, theoretically, yes, it could run. Theoretically. All right. Boot Windows. Here we go. And accessories. Never mind. Boot main. File manager, D drive. There we go. Look at all those IBM files. Look at all those nice IBM files. Dragon.exe. Let's see if this runs. It's recommending you increase the amount of memory, or else Steam may pause. I don't even care. I don't even care. Sound on. Yeah. It's 12 frames per second. Let's go. Fine-tune system. Nah. Let's do it. Let's do it. In order to get it work, I have to edit something real quick. I have to. Welcome to running PC games. The butter is too small. So according to the manual, I am required to go into my config.sys. Edit config.sys. And I know it says sus when I type, but that's just because it's cutting off on the screen. It says I need to type in here device. I'm going to put an enter so I can, well, actually, no, I probably should. Device is equal to C /DOS /EMM386 .exe 4000 is what I need to put in. And then, do I do this again? Yeah, that. And save. Exit, reboot the computer, and now it will work. Imagine just not having the manual. You get this game and you just don't have the manual. It's just oh well, guess you can't run it. Oh well, it's not like you would know. It's not like you freaking know. Y'all have it so good with Steam. Y'all have it so freaking good. Look at this. Look at this. It's got epic gameplay. You don't get that on Steam. This is epic gameplay. It says it even works with VGA. And SoundBLASTer. Okay. So now I'll boot into Windows. already increased the amount of things. Well, actually, maybe I need to like. I already did though. Didn't I? Maybe I have to. Hold up! I swear this will work. I swear this will work. I've gotten it to work. I swear. I swear I've gotten this to work. Dragon. What if I run it through DOS? Maybe I have to just run it through DOS. I think I just have to run it through DOS. There it is. There we go. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. That's Epic's Enter. That's not Epic's Enter.
Dragon's Lair, a fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight on a quest to rescue the fair princess from the clutches of an evil dragon.
Now, doesn't that sound good?
You control the actions of a daring adventurer finding his way through the castle of a dark wizard.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. It sounds muffled. No. I won. What did you do? I didn't win. I can do this. I can do this. Hold up. I can do this. Oh, I have to do the whole beginning of it. Okay, hold up. Oh, I can do this. And this is running in DOS, by the way. You thought your computer was gonna check this out. This is running in DOS. Can it run Mario 64? Maybe? Beat the whole game? I clicked right instead of up. I can get through the first level, I promise. And I got this. Right when it comes in. I did it! I won! Yeah, there we go! If it actually did, I need to make sure not to press a button was what I was supposed to do. Here we go, here we go. Watch this, I'm gonna get the first try. Well, that's it. We did it! We did it though! Like, hey, we freaking did it though! Hey! You know? Oh my, get bonesed. We did it though! And it's all thanks to Tech Tangent. Can we get a round of applause for Tech Tangent? For getting this whole guide set up and sending the whole thing over and freaking being just genuinely and general awesome. Freaking huge round of applause. Holy crap. We are a little, hugely overtime. Hey, Joe, you just made affiliate? Congratulations. Oh, it feels so much better being here, even though it's blurry. They fix that. Okay. I won't have much time for Submit for Stream. In fact, I might actually have to only look at a couple. Congratulations, Tech Tangent. If you haven't watched Tech Tangent stream, going over a bunch of retro stuff on stream and really, really cool stuff. There you go, that guy. Okay. Submit for stream. Wait, where? I want the, there's no comparison. There's no comparison. Yo, JGDB, thank you for gifting us up to Tech Tangent. Okay, I won't be able to do all of these, but I'll do a couple. This one's from Z-Storm. I know for a fact this is fake. I know for a fact that's fake. There ain't no freaking way. I know for a fact that's fake, and I know it's fake. You have to end the stream now. I actually, oh frick, I don't have audio right now. I don't have audio. Oh no, because I have like a bunch of cables. I can't play any videos. I can't even play any videos. I can't even play a comparison even if there was one. Dang it. I can't play audio. Beta, drink water. You know what? Screw it. So here's what we're doing. I'm gonna drink a gallon of water and then I'm gonna just watch everything, look at Submit for Stream tomorrow. We have a game request. I'm gonna have to go through that too. 56? And a chair 64. Okay, I'm gonna get water. Bye. It's hot in here. Boom! There we go. Okay. So, thank you for everyone who submitted something. I won't be able to look at it tonight just because it would take me like 10 minutes to set all the audio back up. But, I promise you, tomorrow's Submit for Stream is gonna be good and it's gonna be a chill day. In fact, I might even just... Do you think we should just look at Submit for Stream before the stream starts and then after the stream starts next time? Just to make sure it's all good and fresh on our minds? Am I just gone again? I'm just gone again. Sure, that's what we'll do tomorrow then. Okay, so just I guess cheers to everyone. Thank you so much for watching the stream and cheers. Could you please do me a favor and repeat the words pull the lever crunk and wrong lever?
Pull the lever, crunk. Wrong lever!
Can it run? Maybe. Okay, so I have to do, I'm just gonna count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 7, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. And someone redeemed Brain Blast, so let's do it. There's a line! What is that line? Ew. It's a crack in the illusion. All right. That was all. I did my duty. I've done my duty for my country. I've done my duty for my country. Just like you should do your duty by buying cheese nips. Because if we buy cheese nips, maybe they'll make it again. Just haha duty. Do your duty. Call Nabisco for me, please. I can't call them anymore. They don't allow me. Okay, so let's see. What else did I miss? Turn on tuber voice. Yo, I just want to give a quick shout out to Tech Tangents, okay? Tech Tangents was a super awesome collaborator on this stream. I just want to give a huge shout out. If you are interested in a Tech Tangent video, youtube.com/Tech Tangent, probably, and go to twitch.tv/Tech Tangent. Don't forget to give them a like, comment, and a subscription because I think that what they make is epic. Thank you. And that was real. That wasn't fake. That was real. You better freaking like. You better like them. Better subscribe. Oh my gosh, I'm just trying to find through the waters some other redemptions. Just make sure we're all good. Another cheese dip rant. Cheese dips sound great on a SoundBLASTER. I don't freaking know. What am I supposed to do? They taste great. That's it. They taste great. Just eat them. What more do you need to know? Lo, it's actually not, but that's what's your link? What's your link? Drop in chat. Give me your YouTube link. Drop in chat. Were you planning on streaming Wii Sports Club? Oh, I got that. I already read that one. I see the Among Us plushie. Please squeaky. No. Follow my Switch party. I read that one. I read that one. Read that one. What if you streamed Switch Sports and Ultra Fans? If I'm gonna do it anywhere, I'll do it on Twitch. Oh, I did it. I did it. I completed all of them. I did it. I did it. I've won. I can end the stream now. I dare you to put mayo on your cheese nips. Gross. There it is. There it is. There's the Tech Tangents YouTube channel right there. There it is. Subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Cool people do it, so do it. Did you write down the game request? I didn't see one. What was it? What was it? I didn't see one. I didn't see one. I'm scared. I'm scared. What did it say? What did it say? What was it? My Sims Kingdom? That sounds cool, actually. Yeah, sure. I'll add it in. I have no idea where my phone is. All right, I seriously have to end the stream because I need to go to bed. But tomorrow's stream, I will go and watch Submit for Stream early, and I hope and pray that I hope and I pray that there is a comparison video in there, or I will make my own gosh dang it. I will make my own gosh dang it. So remember, I will look at Submit for Stream at the beginning of the stream, and then I will look at Submit for Stream at the end. So, really appreciate y'all being here. Tech Tangents, once again, I just want y'all to know that SoundBLASTER card, that SoundBLASTER card, okay? That ain't a freaking cheap card, okay? Okay? I just want to let you know that freaking Tech Tangents has been incredibly generous sending that my way. Incredibly generous. And I just want to say it again. Did we ever do the stream meet? Yeah, I did it. Lamp oil, rope, bombs. You want it? It's yours, my friend. As long as you have enough rupees. Sorry, Link. I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little richer. There you go. There's your meme. There's your meme. No, this is great. And I mean it when I say it does sound better, I swear. And if you don't hear that, it sounds better. You are wrong and incorrect. And that's all there is to it. Have a good night, everyone. Stick around for the raid. Yeah. I blame Twitch. Maybe it's the Twitch encoding. Maybe it's the Twitch encoding. Yeah, I'm going to sleep. Bye. Chew. See you all tomorrow. Thanks for being here. This was fun.